Hello, welcome to Moonflower Tarot. Before I begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So the purpose of this video or tarot reading is to give a quick message to Sagittarius. So if you randomly stumbled on this video and you are a Sagittarius, then this message was meant to find you in some way, shape, or form. So let's get straight into the reading. I'll try to keep this short and sweet. So here we have the Two of Swords, the Five of Rods, and the Sun. So what I'm seeing with this is that, honestly, I think there's something that isn't quite being revealed to you right now. There's something that's, like you may sort of intuitively feel like there's something that you know that is out there, like some kind of truth or something that's not quite being revealed. Like you almost feel like you may have seen like hints of something, or maybe feel like there's just something that like maybe people are not necessarily hiding from you, but just not giving you all the details, or maybe just being a bit vague. And then here we have the Five of Rods. So I'm seeing that this has to do with some kind of clashing of something. I think maybe it has to do with something that you want, or that maybe it could even be like in your personal relationships or work. It could be that maybe you asked for something, or you mentioned that maybe you were concerned about something, and this could apply to like personal relationships as well. But I'm really getting this vibe that there's some conflict around that for whatever reason it is, and this is kind of being sort of kept from you, like some details about this. But ultimately I'm seeing here that the person who's keeping this from you has kind of a big personality. They may have like big hair, or like a very round face, like just looking at the Sun card. And they have like a bold, big personality. This person could be a fire sign as well, just like you, Sagittarius. So there may be some tension because you know, two sort of like fiery personalities maybe tend to clash when it comes to either your ideology or your desires, or maybe this could even be like sort of a struggle for dominance or something like that. It could be passive though, not like a head-on sort of thing. But I'm seeing here that you will come out on top. If the other person has fiery tendencies or fiery placements in their astrological chart, I'm seeing that if you do clash, you're going to be the fire sign that comes out on top. Yeah, I think ultimately whatever this tension or something that's hidden from you, whatever this is, I think it's required in order for something to sort itself out. That's kind of vital here. So here I'm seeing, yeah, the Seven of Swords. There's something being hidden from you once again. Tension. It's like a cause of tension, or like something like clashing, like something that you want, or once again that you asked for, that maybe someone knows about it and they're just not giving you the details, or maybe like withholding some information or being kind of vague with that. And this ultimately has to do with their own insecurities, whatever this may be. This is really due to their own insecurities. Like they feel like they're falling short, or maybe they're in like scarcity mode. This person who's sort of hiding some information from you, they're in a very sort of insecure place right now. But once you do sort of like solve that tension, maybe they're going to say something, or maybe you'll hear something and then you'll bring it up with this person, or you may just end up sort of having a real talk about it. I don't necessarily sense that this will necessarily be a confrontational thing, but I'm more so getting that it could be like passive aggressive. It could really go either way, but I'm seeing that this is required, this sort of tension, and this kind of like face off, quote unquote face off, if you will, is sort of required for you to move forward with something important here. And also, once you resolve this, I'm seeing that it will actually open up a door to better things. Like it's going to somehow clear out some kind of blockage. Like I think something that's been bothering you, you've had like a lot on your mind. You just like it's like your mind's been racing with ideas and thoughts and just all kinds of wild mental activity in your mind about things like anxieties possibly. So with the this sort of clashing or what have you, if you will, like once it's dealt with, I think that you're going to feel a lot better. Like these anxieties, all this is sort of going to go away once you can sort of like hash this thing out, whatever it is, this conflict or tension. I think there's a real need to just like talk about it openly with the person or people that are in question, like the other party, or maybe just have an open discussion about it in a very diplomatic way. But also I'm seeing a need for you to stand your ground and be confident in your the points or your arguments that you present to this entity, whoever they are. And this ultimately I'm seeing has to do with something involving like financial things in your life. Like maybe this could be like at work, like you may have hinted in or indicated that maybe you asked about a raise, or maybe like more opportunities, more projects, more creative projects, or maybe you even this could even be in your personal life. Like maybe you mentioned something to someone involving the situation, something to do with money. Maybe it could even be like you sort of asking them if they can maybe chip in more, share more responsibilities, or something to do with something financial. Or this could alternately even be maybe waiting on something when it comes to either payment, or this could be maybe like a project, or like maybe logistics of some kind involving like some money here, where you're sort of like there is a form of tension, but you really need to talk about it with this person and really hash it out and just get it out of the way, because I'm seeing that once you get it out of the way, you're going to feel a lot less anxiety and a lot more clear. You're going to feel a lot more clarity about the situation, whatever this might be. And it is important. I'm seeing it is very important for you to hash it out. And with the Queen of Wands, yeah, I'm seeing that you will emerge victorious. You just really need to have an open conversation, a mature conversation about it, but also put your foot down and be confident about what you're needing, present your arguments in a clear way, and also in a very reasonable way, because you want to be mature about it, but also present your arguments in a very clear and diplomatic way, and try to be, I think, rational about it. As much as you are a fire sign and you're more on the spontaneous side, you're very like fiery and passionate, but I'm seeing maybe there could be a real benefit in sort of honing into your more sort of like rational side that's more mind than heart, I guess, is what's sort of needed here. But you will emerge on top, so that's great. But I'm seeing here once again, there is a real importance in hashing this thing out, whatever this is, this source of contention, or just tension involving whatever this issue is. I think there's going to be a real benefit in just getting it over with, having the talk, getting it out of the way, just hashing it out in the open. And then here we have spirits to guide you, good things, and justice. So let me just zoom in here. So once again I'm getting that the universe is on your side when it comes to this situation, whatever it is. I think this is ultimately a need for you, or just sort of like a reminder for you to really connect with your intuition. I think that when you feel confused, you feel a lot of anxiety, there's a lot going on, a lot of like mental activity going on, or you feel tension, maybe even like mentally you just feel like anxiety. However, I'm seeing that there's a need to really sort of calm down and tune into your intuition. Like, what is your intuition telling you? And also, I think there's a need to sort of look out for maybe some signs, like omens, like if you believe in things like that. Maybe even if it's just sort of like going out for a walk or looking outside of your window, to just sort of get more in tune with nature, yoga, meditation, maybe like spirituality. You can even light a white sage candle or do some smudging if that makes you feel more in tune with yourself spiritually, because I am seeing a real need for you to connect with yourself spiritually, to sort of, I'm sensing there's like fog right now. There's like fog and smoke sort of covering your third eye chakra. It's almost as if it's like fogging up the clarity that you would normally have when it comes to your intuition. So once again, there is a need to become more spiritually in tune with yourself to sort of clear out that fog, clear out the smoke, and reach that clarity that I think you're normally pretty good at, utilizing your intuition to do that. And here we have good things. So yeah, once you hash this disagreement out, whatever it is, here we have justice. Things are going to once again come out. You're going to come out on top. Things are going to work out in your favor. I think you just need to trust in your intuition. Here we have eyes again. This is really sort of pointing me into the direction of your third eye chakra, really needing to get more in tune with your spirituality and connect with that intuitive side of yourself. And I'm seeing that, like connecting with nature, maybe going out for a walk or a stroll, or just connecting in general with nature, whatever nature you have available to you, or this could even just be like little things like like smudging, like I said earlier, or maybe even if there's an ocean near you, just kind of in a safe way. Like obviously right now it's the time of COVID, practicing safety measures, utmost precaution, and social distancing. Maybe you can go out into maybe an area where you can sort of look out into the ocean and kind of just like tune in once again to your intuition. I think ultimately, overall, there's just a need for you to go into your sort of like quiet place, wherever that place is. This could even be inside of your own sort of mind, like a certain mentality that you take on when you get into that spiritual sort of realm inside of you. But as a Sagittarius, you are extremely intuitive. You might know this yourself, whether you want to, acknowledge it or not. I think that once you really allow yourself to sort of go to that quiet place and really hone into your intuition, you will be able to reach clarity about this in a way that maybe you haven't been able to do for a while. And so last imagery here, we have moon soul. So yeah, I'm seeing that there is once again something hidden from you. Once again, like I talked about, that sort of fog, sort of like a feeling of lack of clarity right now, because you have a lot of like anxiety over something. Like you almost feel like things are not being fully revealed to you. You feel like some details are sort of being withdrawn here, or withheld, not withdrawn, withheld. But with the moon, once again, this is a card saying that you really have to tune into your own intuition and your own soul, like your own soul pointing you in the direction of clarity. Like right now, it's almost as if there's fog, there is like smoke or fog sort of clouding your intuition. But I am seeing here that you may even want to, if you can, get a view of the moon or stars at night. I highly recommend doing that. Maybe even just looking out into the moon. If you want to get kind of witchy or kind of like, new age, quote unquote, you can light like a white sage candle or just any kind of candle. Look out into the moon and just sort of you know, once again, go to your quiet place and really try to connect with your intuition. I'm seeing that the moon will sort of play a certain amount of significance here, kind of like how the moon pulls the ocean waves. It really guides the ocean waves, and it has a lot of power. It really guides us to sort of our deeper emotions, helps us to get more in tune with our soul, you know, deep down within us. And I'm also getting that, yeah, in your case as well, right now, whatever is going on with this sort of fog, you're not feeling like you're able to see the truth right now. Maybe there, once again, is a need to sort of unfog your third eye chakra and gain clarity through your own, you know, getting more in tune with your own intuition. And yeah, with the moon, I'm seeing that it will help you draw the truth out, whatever, you know, regarding whatever that situation was that I mentioned earlier. So I highly recommend maybe even finding out when the next full moon is. It doesn't have to be a full moon, but I think that full moons tend to be really effective for this kind of thing. And really tune into it. Don't just look at the moon, but really, really almost like you're opening a space inside of yourself to sort of like listen to the moon, like when you are looking at the moon, whether it's you know, from your window or balcony or patio or what have you. You really want to sort of tune in, breathe in the air, and listen to the moon. Like, what is it telling you? What is it reflecting towards you? And I think that if you can, in a safe way, once again, practicing utmost safety precautions, because this is a time of COVID, and even if it's not, you want to always be safe. Maybe if you were to go out into the ocean somewhere where there is a safe place for you to have access to the sea or to the ocean, and if there's a full moon out that night, I think maybe this would be even more effective. It's just allowing that sort of space for you to witness the moon having its impact on the ocean waves. And I think being in that environment will bring more clarity, it will bring more guidance, and will lead you closer to your soul, in terms of like your subconscious. You know, what are you really feeling on the inside in terms of your intuition about this situation? Something that's being hidden from you or not quite revealed to you, I think will somehow unfog itself. Like you will see sort of like this bright clarity that was once hidden from you. If you just tune into your intuition, even if you don't, you know, do this going out into, you know, into nature or going to an ocean or looking at the moon. You don't have to do any of these things. However, I think the general message here is with the moon card that you really have to tune in to sort of try to figure out what it is that's being hidden from you once again, and reach a place of more clarity, where you can be allowed to be more in tune with your intuition, which as a Sagittarius, you have a strong intuition. And if you follow that intuition, let's just say you are the luckiest sign in the entire zodiac. So, you know, follow that intuition. And once you reach your conclusion, don't hesitate to, you know, aim your bow, aim your arrow at whatever you need to do, you know, in terms of like taking action, kind of like a straight arrow. Take that action and good things will come to you, because that's just kind of the way how it works for a Sagittarius. Usually, in my opinion, as long as you really tune into your own inner clarity and intuition. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you, Sagittarius. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So see you later. Bye.